we've recorded some data, we've had a new session. Now what we're going to do is we're going to push that data out to the students' records. So there's that other spreadsheet that we've copied we haven't done anything with yet, and that's where all of the data is going to get stored. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to roster and settings, and we're going to go back to that cell that we ignored earlier. It's called records ID, and I need to get the records ID up here. So the ID of this spreadsheet is what we're trying to find. So up here in the URL after the /d/, we're going to get this crazy code up here, and we're going to copy that. So Control-C, and I'm going to go over here and paste it in that cell, Control-V. And now all that's going to happen is my code is going to read that, and it's going to know which spreadsheet to push your records to. So that's the one key piece you have to do before you can push data out to student records. If you try to do that without doing the records ID, it wouldn't go anywhere. Nothing would happen. It might give you like a red message, like it can't do this. Okay, so now we've got that set up. All we're going to do is hit push data to student records. So right now everything's blank. I don't have any data for any students. I'm going to hit push data to records. It says it's running, and now we're going to jump over here to the student data spreadsheet, and we're going to start seeing things happen. So it's adding the student names up here, and it's also adding a tab for them. So we'll look at both and we'll see what happens. Remember, there were 7 students in this session. So we're on 5, 6, and 7. And so that took a little while because it was also having to add a new tab for each and every student. Obviously, next time these will already be here so that we'll have to add new ones this time. Okay, so we have our names in here, nothing fancy yet, but each student does have their own tab. So we're going to look in there real quick. So in the Liam Neeson tab, we have our session date. So today is 8/12. There's the title we gave it. There's their 4, 2, and 1, how many check marks and triangles they got and all that goodness. There's their communication rating. So it added that new column for communication. And then our comments are going to go in here. And you can add anything to this that you want. So if you want to add like an extra comment for this student that day, you could definitely do that, whatever you want to do. Or you could add it as a note. Oops, sorry, I spelled this wrong in there. You could add it as a note as well if you didn't want it to go into the actual cell. You can add notes to cells as well. Okay, so that's going to have happened for every single student. It's added their data from their group in there. Okay, so now it did add that not in alphabetical order, but I've added filters to the top of the summary page that you can use to help you out. I'm going to go up here to the filter under last name, and I'm going to sort A to Z, and now it's nice and alphabetized for us. So now I'm just going to go over here and hit sync records, and we're going to see a bunch of stuff start to pop up. I'm going to fix this column G. I'm going to hide this for now, but it'll be fixed for you guys. But now, so you can see communication has created a new column since that wasn't in there already, and it's imported all of their averages for that. So it's going to average together all of their communication scores. Every time you give them one, it'll average it in, and that's what will pop up here on the sync. And then this will be the totals for every time they've done a session. So it'll start to average in as well. It'll pop up their most recent comment from their latest session off here to the right, so you can kind of see a glimpse to how they're doing. And then obviously you can still see all of their comments on their personal tabs. So that's another thing. Tabs can get really annoying. There's a lot to sift through. So that way, if you don't want to go through and click through every single tab, I have also made it link to their tab for you. So that's what these links under each name are. So Albert Einstein, if you click that, it's going to bring up Albert Einstein's tab just to make it a little bit quicker and easier for you. Okay, that's everything. So let me know what you guys think, and hopefully this is super helpful for you guys. And I hope to talk to you guys soon.